Whew. Well, hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys and you lovely ladies, this literally does not work. Just got finished with my second live stream of the night, my regular Monday night live stream. Shout out to everybody that came in, and let me say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who came in, ended up doing a super chat or became a channel member. We're going to be doing more stuff for channel members to take care of you guys, because you're the reason why we've been able to grow the capabilities of things that we're able to do here. It kind of pisses me off. I was talking in the live stream about one of the reasons why I am driven to do this, because there's so much BS that you get from the shows that are on TV where guys are considered to being experts and stuff like that, and people are constantly sharing, you know, Skip Bayless said this or Dan Orlowski said that, and a lot of it is just straight bullshit to get a reaction. I want to bring integrity back into sports reporting. I want, when I tell you something, that you know I'm not doing it just for a click, that this is based on actually the numbers that are realistic. There's always going to be people that hate and so on, but it is what it is. After literally Skip Bayless going through here and literally for the last couple of weeks saying that the Cowboy, you know, I want Dak Prescott to go, you know, I'm just tired of him, you know, what has he done? He's not that great. Get rid of the guy, and all this BS that he's been doing. And saying, you know, Dak Prescott, the Cowboys are franchise tag him and he'll be out of town, and, you know, just bullshit, just straight bullshit. And literally hating on the guy. This is the same guy that literally takes jerseys and throws them in the trash one day and takes them out the next day. This guy who admits that he's a bandwagon fan. For some reason, Cowboy fans believe in the garbage that he's literally shoveling at you and think that it's gold. It drives me crazy. In fact, it pisses me the hell off. And that's why I am driven to build what I am working on building. And I appreciate all the people that have supported me in the channel to help me get there. Because literally, after today basically saying that he wants somebody else and talking about I want Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson and this, that, and the other, he's literally being a drama queen on Facebook. Thank you. I can get back on the bandwagon. Now the bad blood, all this just straight up bullshit, and it drives me crazy. So, I still have the haters. I'm still looking for MC George out there. I don't think MC George will show up, and I definitely don't think he'll do the walk of shame, because trolls aren't won't man the hell up. Forgive me, I've had a few drinks tonight celebrating. I've got a lot of carbs in with that rum, but hey, it's all good. I like the deal. The deal doesn't hurt you the next 2 years. Next 2 years, it's 22 million. I think 28 million is the cap hits. Then after the next year, it's 49 million, but the salary cap will probably grow immensely down the road, or you restructure it. You've got the voidable years of the contract where you can kick more money down the road. It is a deal that you can work with the system. That's the great thing. And when you think about $22.5 million as a cap hit, yes, a lot of people are saying, it's $71 million. You know, we're paying him $71 million this year. Yes, that's true, because of the guaranteed money and bonus money and all that stuff. Yes, but you have to understand that it's kind of like funny money, because it's not what you're paying as opposed to how you pay it. Yes, Dak Prescott will get a check for $71 million this year. But the bottom line is the way it's counted on the cap, because the bonus money is prorated over the 6 years. They divide it up by 6 years. That number then is added for each of the years. Then you add on there what the salary is. I don't know what the final number is on the salary, but it might be, we're going to pay you $1 million for this year. And that's how you get a first year that is cap friendly. This is great for the Cowboys, because basically, if you go by over the cap, they say we have roughly $20 million. So that means you only need 2. if the salary cap is at 180. If you believe Sports Track, which thinks the salary cap is going to be around 185, they got us at 27, which means you still have $5 million left over. If it's like what I believe is going to happen, which is because the NFL is still working on the television contract and doesn't have a final number for what that's going to be, and that's going to affect how the salary cap is going to be, I believe that the salary cap is going to be a lot more than the 185 that they're talking about. I think that we might be close to the $200 million for this year, but more so than that, because there's a 17th game, because we've got gambling money, because we now have a new television contract, you're going to see the salary cap explode. Understand how much the salary cap has grown in just the last 5 years before COVID. It grew about $50 million. And that was before you had all this new money come in. By 2025, you can look at the salary cap probably being about $40 million. And you now have Dak Prescott locked in there with an average of $40 million. I know $40 million sounds like a lot, but when you think back just a few years ago, how we thought $28 million for Kirk Cousins was over the top and just too much to pay a quarterback. You look at that now and say, damn, if we could pay a quarterback $28 million, we'd be in great shape. That was just 3 years ago, people. Just 3 years ago. And understand, 2 years ago, we were saying, we can't pay Dak Prescott $30 million. Well, okay, 2 years later, $40 million is the new 30. And guess what? Next year, $50 million will be the new 40. That's just the way it is. But I'm happy that they got this out of the way. And having a cap number that's that low will enable the Cowboys to be able to try and be a player in free agency. This is where I say, now you go all in. You restructure Amari Cooper, you restructure a Zach Martin. You get some cash and you look at these free agents that can be bargain basement guys because teams don't have the money to spend. You see a guy like Carlos Dunlap who's released. I'm not saying that Carlos Dunlap is the guy, but you have an opportunity to look and say, okay, this guy was a 10, 12, or $14 million guy. You might be able to get him for $8 million. And you look at somebody like that where last year it might have cost you the $14 million. This is bargain basement shop, and I'm hoping that this is just the first of a grandiose plan to get the Cowboys up on top. I have to applaud Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones for, instead of fighting this in the media and trying to get a bargain basement price, actually going through and just getting this thing hammered out and done. I have to give credit to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones for showing Dak some respect, but understanding how to get a deal that doesn't hurt the team. And I hope that this is the change that we heard Jerry Jones saying when he said, I have to change, I must change, and I will change to get a different result. Whew. This is exciting, y'all. I can say that looking ahead at the NFC East, that the Washington football team has the best defense, without a doubt. I can't dispute that. I got to give you credit for that. Ron Rivera and their front office have drafted and built a great defense. But I'm also going to say that the Dallas Cowboys have the best offense, hands down, in the division. We got strength against strength. We've got a schedule that's favorable for us. And we have an opportunity to do some good things. Now let's see where we take this good feeling right now and where we go with it. Hopefully, this is just the beginning of starting to rebuild this Dallas Cowboy team that we used to know. With that being said, it's 11 o'clock. I am going to go carry my happy ass to bed. Happy that I won't have to be talking about the Dak Prescott contract. Will he be tagged or not anymore? I'll see you first thing in the morning. Peace out.